Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is race 7 of 24 here in season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 series. As you can see, we're here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm very excited for this race. All the fans have packed this stadium, and we're ready to see a 14-car feature race. "18 drivers in total will receive points for the event. 14 drivers are here for the feature. Let's get you to the starting grid, folks. On the inside of row 1, winning the pole, Timac in the 24, Caleb Starr in the 95 on the outside, knows these short tracks well. Kansas Kids on the inside of row 2 there in the 15, and RJ Haywood with a great qualifying effort in the 42. On the inside of row 3, we're trying to find out for you. There you see it is the 31 of Larson Rocks. The outside of row 3, THR Hardpickle in the 2. Inside of row 4, Punisher Drummer in the 38 car, 4 career X2 series victories. So does Larson Rocks, actually. And the 27 car of Punisher Drummer on the outside of row 4. Inside of row 5 is Twitch Whiskers in the 48. On the outside of row 5, we have a pace car. We're not sure who's in it. Good luck to the pace car. The inside of row 6, Throbbing Bane in the 5. And Rockin' Lunatic on the outside of row 6 in the 41. Inside of row 7, you got Gavin in the 25. Kevin Long Isle in the 35. What do you say we go racing, guys? 100 laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's get the green flag in the air. Timac in the 24 takes the early advantage. He's going to get out to, I would say, about a car length or two over Caleb Starr in the 95. Kansas Kids in the 15 runs in 3rd. Larson Rocks in the 31 runs in 4th. I love this high above angle. RJ Haywood in the 42 car runs in 5th. He climbed the hill a little bit there and he went a little bit close to the outside wall. Now the leaders are coming up on Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car. Something had to have happened to her. She's already close to the leaders and about to go a lap down. 14 drivers made it to the feature race here. And Twitch Whiskers currently scored in 14th. In fact, it kind of looks like there's a car on pit road, and I can't quite tell who it is. But I believe whoever it is has swapped with the pace car, and I think that that's what's going on here. It's a connection issue. For example, on the racetrack, these drivers don't see a pace car. They see a NASCAR race car. For more information, guys, go over to NOSSCAR.com. We have 3 A Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on NASCAR Heat 2 on the PlayStation 4 console, and we have 3 B Division NOSSCAR leagues and 3 C Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. All races are uploaded to YouTube. All the results and the standings and schedules are posted on NOSSCAR.com. You can also search NOSSCAR Series Racing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and follow our social media accounts. Everyone's chasing Timac in the 24 here in the early going. Caleb Starr in the 95 car running solid in 2nd place. Getting a report that the pace car might actually be driven by Killer Miller. I don't believe we saw his car in the starting grid, and I believe that might be who it is. If it isn't, guys, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe it's Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car that is technically in the pace car. We're really not too sure. Timac leading laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is race 7 of 24 here at season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 series. No custom setups, no cautions, 20% distance races, 20% of real life Cup Series events. And we saw Twitch Whiskers had a problem there in the 48. Throbbing Bane in the 5 has already made a pit stop. Either that or he's gathering it up after having an issue. Timac works his car past Gavin in the 25. And now he's coming up on the back bumper of Kevin Longisle, driving the 35. Remember, Mananger used to drive the 35. Now Mananger drives the number 17 car. And we should also remind you that Punisher Drummer in the 38 will soon be driving the number 21 full-time. He has signed a deal to move over to the Wood Brothers team. Caleb Starr runs in second in the 95 car. Larson Rocks runs in third in the 31 car. They're all chasing Timac in the 24. And we just caught a glimpse of Rockin' Lunatic in the 41, so he's not the one in the pace car. We're still trying to solve that mystery. Timac gets around RJ Haywood. And speaking of the pace car, they were up into the outside wall there. And a tough break for, like I said, whoever's driving the pace car. It's a common glitch here in the NASCAR 15 video game. If there's some sort of connection issue with a particular driver, it just seems to not remember what car that they were in when you go to save the race replay. It's a 100 lap event here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Timac has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. And just behind him, you saw RJ Haywood trying to work his way around Rockin' Lunatic in the 41. That's a battle for 9th and 10th on the racetrack. We are getting a report that the pace car is actually Man Cave Racing, making his return since the season 1 of NOSSCAR X2 series action. So the first race for him in quite some time. And he's actually signed to drive the number 19 car part-time, but he's actually driving the pace car for tonight's race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And problems for Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car. He was slow up towards the outside wall. On the front straightaway, that was. Now Timac trying to negotiate his way through lap traffic. He's got Kenny the Punisher in the 27 car just in front of him. Kenny the Punisher, I believe, is currently scored in the 9th position. These drivers are all going to have to make pit stops. More than likely, I think they're going to have to make 2 pit stops in tonight's race here at Bristol. Tire wear and fuel use are on ×3 in the NOSSCAR X2 series. 20% distance of real-life Cup Series events. And so that is why the tire wear and the fuel use is kicked up a couple of notches, just so that way these drivers need to make pit stops. Make it as realistic as possible. The NOSSCAR X2 series is one of 3 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. It's also the only B-Division NOSSCAR league with no cautions. The NOSSCAR Milner Cup Series and the NOSSCAR Endurance Series, the 2 other B-Division leagues, both have manual cautions, which means cautions for the race are technically not on. But there are 3 different officials that are also a part of the race that have the power to call a caution. Cautions come out only for 2 car wrecks or more. And there are no cautions called for the first 5 laps after a restart or after the start of the race. And it looked like Timac let RJ Haywood go. I think Haywood has already made a visit to pit road. He's got 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles on that number 42 car, and now we're seeing more cars coming to pit road. Punisher Drummer in the 38 car is on pit road. I believe Throbbing Bane, like we said earlier, has already made a trip to pit road. There's Gavin in the 25 car trying to stop himself from going another lap down here. He had a bit of issues early in the going. Now Timac in the 24 pulls down pit road. And never mind, guys, Man Cave Racing is in his pit stall. And we're not quite sure what the deal is with that, because I believe he's actually on the racetrack somewhere, and the pace car is being represented by No Luck 24, making his return to NOSSCAR competition. Confusion here with the connection. And now Timac comes off pit road, and Larson Rocks takes the race lead here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh, he's going to get pinched a little bit by Rockin' Lunatic in the 41. RJ Haywood in the 42 trying to simply hold on for dear life. He's got 2 cars side by side in front of him, one of them being the race leader. Whoa, now big move by Timac around the outside. He made it stick, and now he's going to go to the inside of Rockin' Lunatic. Big bold move by Timac in the 24, and now Gavin in the 25 comes down pit road. Going to surrender his position there. Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car is leaving pit road. So the first round of green flag pit stops are complete. And Larson Rocks was able to get off pit road and get in front of the 24 for a little bit. That allowed him to lead a lap, get the bonus point, and now he's going to resume in second place. Caleb Starr in third. Punisher Drummer in fourth. Getting a report that Man Cave Racing is fifth. Kansas Kids is in 6th, Kevin Long Isle 7th, THR Hard Pickle in 8th. That's your top 8 for the time being. We're going to take a short break here, guys. You're watching Race 7. Race 7 of 24 here in Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series, the Bristol Night Race. It's been a heck of a race so far. Timac in the 24 is your leader. Larson Rocks in the 31 in second, Caleb Starr in the 95 in third. You won't miss a thing. Head over to NOSSCAR.com for more information on how to sign up and become a driver. We'll be right back. We're back here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the night race, 100 laps in the NOSSCAR X2 Series, Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. And now we'd also like to correct something here, folks. We apologize for all the confusion. In the number 5 car, it's not actually Throbbing Bane. It is No Luck 24 in the number 5 car, making his return to the NOSSCAR X2 Series since Season 2 of the X2 Series. We are now in Season 6. It's been quite some time, and we just saw RJ Haywood in the 42 spin on the straightaway back there, the front straightaway. Hopefully he's able to gather it up and continue on. And therefore the pace car is being driven by Man Cave Racing, who's making his return to the NOSSCAR X2 Series since Season 1. So good to have both those drivers back for a very exciting NOSSCAR B Division race. They picked one heck of a track to return for Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, the half-mile, high-banked, high-speed oval. You run about 15-second lap times, or 15-second lap times here, or quicker, I would say. Now, Timac in the 24 is your race leader. He's approaching the back bumper of the number 2 car of THR Hard Pickle. He is currently scored in the 7th position, the last car on the lead lap. I believe we're having some connection issues. Either that or my eyes are playing games, because I could have swore we just saw THR Hard Pickle in front of the 24 car. And I guess put THR Hard Pickle, the first car, one lap down in 7th. Some sort of connection issue there, I'm thinking. Because literally in the time that the camera angle changed, the 2 car went from being in front of the 24 to being behind the 24. And that was quite strange. Timac in the 24 car coming to pit road. He slid the tires and went flying to the inside to kind of give warning to the 38 and the 2 that he was indeed coming to pit road, and now he's going to come down and get service. Now you see the 4 car is parked on pit road. It belongs to Man Cave Racing, and evidently he decided to hop in the pace car instead. Because like we said, that's who's truly driving the pace car, is Man Cave Racing. Man Cave was scored in 6th position, actually, before this round of green flag pit stops began. And we think that it's going to be the final pit stop for these drivers. Don't believe the 48 has made her pit stop yet. That's Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car. She's out there on much older tires. Oh, and THR Hard Pickle in the 2 car and Kevin Long Isle in the 35 made some contact, and they ended up sliding around, hitting the wall, and that was over, I believe, at the exit of turn 2. Now Timac comes back through that area, and it looks like it's all cleared up. In fact, it looks like THR Hard Pickle went down pit road in the number 2 car. Kansas Kids in the 15 car goes down pit road as well. Larson Rocks now leaves pit road. And so the pace car is Man Cave Racing. He and RJ Haywood battling a little bit there with each other. Timac in the 24 going to try to get a run on the inside. He will do so. Made some contact with the outside wall while doing so. And now RJ Haywood is going to be able to get around Man Cave Racing. THR Hard Pickle and Kevin Long Isle now returning to the racetrack after their green flag pit stops. Remember, just a couple laps ago, they were involved in an on-track incident, and sure enough, they came off pit road right near each other. However, they're pretty good friends off the racetrack. I'm sure that they'll work this out and race clean from here on out to the finish. And if they don't, you guys will see the action here. The 5 cars driven by No Luck, the 41 driven by Rockin' Lunatic. They're both going to let the leader, Timac in the 24, get around them. Caleb Starr in the 95, just in front of Timac, is actually scored in 3rd place. The last car on the lead lap. There's Twitch Whiskers leading pit road in the 48 car. She just made her final pit stop of the race as well. She is currently scored in the 12th position. 18 drivers will receive points for tonight's race here in Bristol, the Bristol 100. 14 of them made it to the feature race. Rockin' Lunatic must have had some sort of an issue in the 41 car, because we just saw him moments ago, and he's going to go another lap down here to Timac in the 24. Caleb Starr is running, trying to get away from the 24. He's gotten around Kansas Kids in the 15, and Kenny the Punisher in the 27. Puts those 2 cars in between himself and the leader. Now Timac gets around him, and now he's actually going to get around Kenny the Punisher as well. Caleb Starr is on the move in the 95. It's fun watching him race. He just got around Gavin in the 25. Puts another car in between himself and the race leader. Remember, there are no cautions though. So even if Caleb Starr goes 1 lap down and a caution comes out, there is no caution coming out to give him a free pass back onto the lead lap. But he would certainly prefer to finish on the lead lap. There is about 12 or 13, maybe even anywhere from 11 to 13 laps left here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Rockin' Lunatic in the 41 car off the pace on the inside groove on the apron down the back straightaway. Tough break for him. He's going to finish in 14th out of 18 cars unless one of these drivers has terrible problems here late in the race. Twitch Whiskers is currently scored in 12th in the 48. And now Rockin' Lunatic on pit road. RJ Haywood in the 42 car on pit road. I believe they are coming down pit road to repair damage that they suffered earlier in an on-track incident. And I believe we're down now to 9 laps to go at Bristol Motor Speedway. Timac 11 in the 24 has led the most laps. He won the pole, he's led the most laps, he's doing exactly what he needs to do to go out and win his 4th career NOSSCAR X2 Series Championship. And sorry folks, we were actually false about Caleb Starr being in 3rd this entire time. That's Punisher Drummer in the 38. Whoa, and RJ Haywood in the 42 spun there, and I hope those drivers were able to make it through. And I think Punisher Drummer actually made contact with one of them. But it's Punisher Drummer now running 4th in the 38 car, first car 1 lap down. Caleb Starr was running in 4th, trying to track him down. Now he has done so, taken 3rd, and he is still on the lead lap. The 95 showing tremendous speed here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And you can tell there's a bit of wear and tear going on the tires for the leader. Timac just went up and bounced off the outside wall. And now Kansas Kids right behind Timac. trying to wrestle his lap back, and that was no luck. And the 5 car stopped on the front straightaway. And Timac in the 24 wins here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This has been race 7 of 24 here in season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 series. One of 3 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. Timac in the 24 wins. Larson Rocks in 2nd. Caleb Starr 3rd. Punisher Drummer 4th. Kansas Kids 5th. Man Cave 6th. THR Hard Pickles 7th. Kevin Long Isle 8th. No Luck in 9th. Gavin in 10th. Kenny the Punisher 11th. Twitch Whiskers 12th. RJ Haywood 13th. Rockin' Lunatic 14th. Those are the top 14 that made it to the feature race out of the 18 drivers that will receive points. Head over to NOSSCAR.com to find out more about all of our leagues. All races are uploaded to YouTube. All results are posted to our Facebook page. Good night, everybody. Congratulations to Timac and the 24 car.